Why have I got no game volume? There we go. Hello everyone, welcome to GP3 Hungarian Grand Prix. I'm joined here by Lucky13. Hiya Lucky. Back from a sabbatical. He was taking time out, travelling Europe, seeing all the lovely ladies. He's back now. He wishes. But we have 13 people, so we will be skipping Q1 once they've done a few laps just to see how the track feels. And I'm also being told a full dry race as well, so heads up for everybody. Ride on board with the Ferrari recoil while he looks like he's doing a lap. And Seth has had some connectivity problems, so hopefully he rejoins. Can't really remember what average lap times we're looking at, to be honest, for GP3 round here. This would be a new one for me as well. 118.2. You were doing 122s, weren't you, Lucky? So they're already doing pretty well. I haven't done any practice around this track yet, so we shall see. Bob the Flop moves up to second. Looks like 118s at the moment, so possibly 117s for the last. Once the engines get turned up and everyone really goes for it. Oh, 117.7 already from Cardinal, so maybe we're looking at 116s in the final. Q3. That's a very good point. He was in a party as well. Yeah, and also Seth, because I saw Seth leave and he hasn't rejoined yet. While I ride on board with Operator and the Red Bull. Just to invalidate his first lap, but this one's looking clean and tidy. no hands on the steering wheel by the looks of it as well, so that's pretty impressive. Nice little game glitch there. But under the rules, they can only set a couple of laps. The lobby hasn't got enough people in it, so they should be on their last laps, most of them around here. 1:18.8 for operator. Puts them in 5th place. I don't think so. Good point you make there. That seems. I think I just messed that one up. I just asked him whether they're relationshiped, not related. That's good old autocorrect there for the phone. Great. Seth's in. It's Jugstar. We're struggling on. Championship leader obviously as well, so he will not want to be missing a race. Even though he has got about a 100-point lead at the moment, I think. Yes. Yeah, we're just watching Seth now on a few outlaps. Have you included your audio, Sebastian? Thank you, Kyle, for the shout out there.
I hate myself.
So, Sebastian, how are you tonight?
Wonderful. I'm doing really, really good. I've just been.
So, evidently, you just said the last 10 minutes. Yeah. He was just saying how Seth is on it now.
I was just rehearsing.
Yes. Welcome to all the viewers so far that have tuned in. Thank you for joining us on Friday night for GP3.
Oh, that was a really nice exit. Second to last corner again. You can do it a little bit wider on entry to that last corner. He's on the throttle. It's not better. It is better by only half a tenth.
And by the rules, that should be his last lap. You're allowed 2 and
yep.
in lap, 2 laps and out lap. And then we focus
sure
on the new lad.
Is on his 3rd or 4th flying lap now.
Goes so wide there, I thought it was back in Catalonia, but he carries on. sorry, was that a bit no pun there, but
he's going to receive a penalty for that infringement of the rules. He's definitely done more than 2 flying laps, I can assure you of that. It is only 2 consecutive flying laps as well. You're not allowed to go out, come in, and then go out again. Just one outing. Try and keep in Q1 to as little time as possible if there's not enough drivers for it. So
Hopefully they're both boxed and we can move on to the nitty gritty then. And the Jugster's in. He should
I'm
be.
sure
Well,
Seth
no,
will
he might
box
start
this
from the back,
time
won't
round. He's got to. And he's run out of fuel, so he's going to. Seth knows the
he?
rules.
Seth the stat man as
and
well.
It was alright because he had connection issues, so there's no penalty for him. Catalonia, however, almost certain is going to receive a penalty. On the complete wrong side of the track there. An ultimate corner again. Car placement isn't amazing. And again,
Gonna put in another lap.
he's going for another lap, almost writing the car off there. But he's going for another lap, so that I think is 4 or 5 laps, and he's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel.
And now we should watch him for 5 minutes return to the pit lane.
Unfortunately, because he's not allowed to retire on track. Although at this point, I really don't think he'll get an infringement for that.
And he doesn't obviously like Rolex boards. We've come to that conclusion as well.
He's not happy with that. I think he's using a wheel.
I think he's drunk, but we shall see. All over the place.
Jest, Catalonia. All in good jest. Wait, he's not English, you won't know what jest means, will he? We're joking.
I'm English and I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
You're not posh enough to be privileged.
Wow.
I'm not privileged at all, you just sound like a posh. I was going to say a really bad word there.
Anyone in the viewers that aren't wondering, Lucky is obviously privately educated, very clever, went to Harvard School, and spends most of his time helping out charities in his spare time. So good on you, Lucky.
Harvard? That's an American university.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oxford then or somewhere.
My god brother goes there. Okay. So that was Q1. Seth is.
So if Seth would like to retire.
No, Seth needs to retire. It's Bob. Let Seth know to retire. Thank you, Bob. To let the viewers know, the Seth, the driver of the name Seth 2005, actually has the guy that sits with him when he races called Bob, and he is his race engineer. So most of the information we get regarding weather, maybe midfield incidents and connection issues, we get from Bob. So I'd like to personally say thank you to Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Much better than Jeff. Jeff wasn't.
Yes, much better than Jeff. I think.
Well done, Seth. Congratulations.
A bin liner would be a better engineer than Jeff. So.
A bin liner.
A bin liner.
Oh, that's taking a bit of a low blow, isn't it, for Jeff?
Jeff needs lower. Jeff needs lower blows.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to the 12 viewers that have tuned in to listen to me and Lucky talk nonsense over GP3 tonight.
Yeah. We'll give you a bit of information about GP3 actually. Cardinal put it on pole for qualifying 1 with a 1:17.3. Mo put it in pole 2 for qualifying 1 with a 1:18.2. And on the third pole is Gumba. He always likes that third pole, doesn't he?
I couldn't really vouch for that, to be honest.
No?
Never heard Gumba talk about the third pole before, but
it wasn't
now we go on to the nitty gritty.
Q2.
You've gone too far now, but let's move on. Right. Q2, where 3 drivers will be eliminated. I would like your guesses, Lucky, on which 3 we're going to lose.
Which 3 we're going to lose? Oh.
Yes, I'm going to go mean here, but
okay.
Who's going to be slowest?
Can I wait until the time is up to give you that answer? In about
I'll
14
give you 20 seconds.
minutes? 20 seconds, okay.
Oh, lucky he continues sexual noises down the mic. We shall watch Neglects on his outlap. Number 4 on the Haas. Teammate to SF1 Mo.
Okay, out is going to be Catalonia, Davey, and Kimi Räikkönen.
Ooh.
Kimi by the skin of his teeth, I believe. Operator will be in 10th.
Catalonia will be in Catalonia.
13th. So he'll be on the flight to Catalonia, mate.
So they've all come out apart from King Davey, F1 Tom, and Catalonia. No, F1 Tom is just coming out now.
Catalonia's
Kimi
being
Räikkönen
patient.
stays in the pits.
Nice to see Catalonia pull something out the bag, actually. Maybe he was teasing us, listening to us, mocking us in his mind. And here he goes, out the pits.
Neglects goes so wide on the main straight, he's nearly in Catalonia again. All over the grass. Bit strange, but
perfectly fine to me.
his tyres have got some grass on them, that's for sure, because he's sliding around.
Muy importante, as they'd say in Catalonia.
I think you just made that up, but we shall move on.
You can double check that if you really want. Just watching the operator. He's looking fairly fast as he gets into the turn 2.
Red
Turn
Bull
2's a
looking
really
splendid as
tricky
normal.
place to get the throttle on perfectly. You can gain or lose easily at 2-3 tenths there just by missing or hitting the throttle too late or early. Again, same story for this corner, coming up into the chicane. It does
Got a
look
little
nice
fight
and
on
neat.
going here between Druids, the two Mercedes going side by side. Druid and F1 Tom going side by side.
Racing in
laps,
qualifying.
Yeah, very strange.
That's
One's on
probably
softs, one's on ultras as well.
Tom that's doing the racing and not Druids.
Yeah.
He's not got to move out the way for you if he's on a lap, mate.
Any
Should have picked your timing
intelligence, he
better.
would back off a little bit, and he's hit him. So that's gone really well.
Ruined Druid's lap and it's ruined his own lap, so... Just a bit silly. He needs to back off, give himself room. It's not anyone else's job to make room on the track.
I'm trying to see if he's got damage. I'm sure I saw some carbon fibre go off, but... And he's hit... What on earth?
Catalonia's gone off as well. Catalonia's gone off. I think that's a corner of some sort. And right onto the racing line in the wall! In the way of Seth.
Right into the way of Seth.
That could have been game over for Seth. That was
These lads need to
very careless
pay attention
driving.
a bit more here and start acting like they're...
Racing.
Yes, because that's Neglects 5 grid place penalty.
And when I say racing, I mean obviously just racing etiquette.
So we've had now 3 incidences in the last lap. Neglects hitting the back of King Davey, getting a 5 grid place penalty. Seth being impeded by Catalonia, and Tom trying to take out his teammate. Welcome everyone to GP3.
Well, most incidents with the rookies of the GP, so there is an element of sort of forgiveness, but still those sort of moves are not needed and not acceptable. So Neglects, Seth, King Davey, on Tom, Catalonia, and Räikkönen in the pits, along with Operator, who's stuck on pole provisionally with a 18.2. pretty brisk time. Quite, I don't think it's much quicker than, no, actually Q3, so it was faster so far. So there's definitely still time to be made.
And we've just had someone disqualified. Blaze
Recoil.
disqualified.
He's spun it and tried to
Driving
get
the wrong
back
way.
on track. Yeah, he's spun it, tried to get back on track possibly from an awkward position, and the game's disqualified him. Didn't get to see what happened, so can't really comment, but it does sometimes do that, and it's a pretty annoying bug. Unfortunate for the Blaze, he's out, so straight away I was wrong.
Yes, that's true. So, back into Q2, we've currently had 5 instances in the last few laps. Druids, more importantly, on soft tyres, has gone fastest with at 1:18.2.
Yeah.
Good lap
And
by
soft.
himself there.
And soft as
Let's
well.
have a look and see what's fit at the moment. Yeah, so operator in seconds on ultras. The rest of them on softs, apart from Neglects, currently on the lastest of the set times on mediums. So we want to go up probably. See what's going on.
So that does show operators lacking a bit of pace. He's just about hanging on to the pack with the softer tyres. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's Q2, so you will be starting on these tyres. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so it is the
what
most
his race
important one,
strategy
really.
is.
Because
Yeah,
although Q3 gets you a few extra places up and down the grid, Q2 is exactly the tyres you're starting on. So you don't want to damage them. And as me and Lucky showed in GP2 on Germany, he made the right call, I made the wrong call. And it helped him.
Helped me a little bit, didn't it?
A little bit. You were a little bit quicker on those softs than the mediums.
I was also quicker on the intermediates than the intermediates. So we won't talk about that.
You're coughing quite a lot. Are you alright? Are you feeling alright?
I'm a little bit feverish, mate.
Ah. So Tom goes fastest at the moment on ultra softs with 1:17.7.
On ultra
Two
softs,
Mercedes, 1 and
yes.
2. After trying to take each other out in the first couple of laps, they're back to racing as such.
Well, Tom's sort of stranded in the race, isn't he? If he starts on those tyres, he's either got to have some
Exactly, he's not going
serious
to
pace
beat
at
that
the
in the
start,
softs, I don't think, now.
or well, I don't even think he's starting. There he goes, spun round. He's offline to rejoin safely.
He's damaging the
just checking
tyres that he's going to be starting on.
Yeah, and the ultra softs. Traffic behind him as well. Let's hope he gets out the way. Yeah. But yeah, not particularly wise driving there unless he's going out for another run on a harder tyre and expecting to go faster. But I'm sure. Difficult to see how his
He's
race is
also
going
out
to
on
turn out.
mediums. 120, so nearly 3 seconds slower at the moment, those mediums, than the fastest times.
Catalonia really needs to get out. He's still in the pits and hasn't set a time with just 5 minutes left. Being a rookie as well in the GP, he wants to try and get every single bit of track time he can. And I'm not saying a lap time. It's not the best option. I mean, he wasn't far off in Q1. He was only a second or two, I think. So some in there. And as I say that, he exits the pits. And we'll come back to him and see how he does. Meanwhile, Tom has been untouched so far. Q2. But the important thing to remember about Q2 is it's not where you're going to be starting in the race. So putting a stupid fast lap time in to get up to the top in Q2 is not needed. You want to put the ideal tyre for the race on, go out and set a paced lap time, not a stupid fast lap time, a paced lap time will get you into the top 10 if you're struggling and you want to get in there and put the Stormer in, but there's no need to ruin your tyres, because ultimately it's going to ruin your race strategy and put you a lot further back than you wanted. Rant over.
Rant over. Well said, Lucky.
Operator into the pits. Right,
Yellow flags out. I'm on board with Kimi at the moment, watching his laps. He's on mediums. With no time really to pit now. Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Straight out and straight into the wall.
So just one place in the dead zone now for the remaining driver. Oh, neglect!
Okay, and that's been decided.
So there you go. Everyone can retire now if they're really...
Kimi Raikkonen gets through on medium tyres.
On medium tyres.
So he's going
really
long.
Interesting to see what he can do in Q1, because he's not a slow driver.
We've got 3 different strategies here now. We've got Kimi on mediums, a few on softs, and a few on ultras.
Yeah. I really do think those guys on ultras are going to suffer. I really think they're going to suffer. It's not really a viable option, I don't think. Either way, with 2 minutes 22 seconds remaining of Q2, Druid sits in P2 with a 1:18.2 on the soft. Oh wait, is it? I think he's on the ultras now. It doesn't matter. My pun's gone because he's not on the softs.
Were you going to say he had a soft house?
No,
I thought that was the pun you were going for.
No.
Sorry, I was only half listening then to you. I saw a pun and a house on soft tyres, so I was like... So, Mo, in his soft house, has got through. He's got a soft tyre, so. But anyway, Kimi Raikkonen make his way back to the pits. Seth's already in the pits. Tom's gone out again on another set of ultras, which I personally do not understand, but we shall see. He's already through.
GP3, is he?
Well, I'm wondering. He's backed off. He might have just realised that there's 10 people in the game and there's only 10 going through, so 10 and 10, that kind of means all 10 are going through, but...
Well, given the character description of F1 Tom, he's probably just going out to set an even faster lap time, make himself look good. But I don't know, because obviously I've seen him race yet. Sometimes I like to do that actually. Just gloat. You do that sometimes.
The problem with you, Lucky, is you're never fastest, are you? So you can't really gloat. Sometimes you get snaked to the win. But anyway, that's on different topic. Me and Lucky obviously arch enemies in GP2, but bestest of friends otherwise.
Yes.
Practically lovers that we're so good of friends, but we shall move on.
He's lying, we are lovers.
I was worried what you were going to say then. But you're going to tell everyone you hated me. But everyone is done apart from F1 Tom at the moment. I'm actually really curious now whether he's got a new set of tyres for Q3. Because if he hasn't,
He
it would be a little bit hilarious.
One brand new set, because I think one brand new set's locked until Q3.
That's why I invited you here, because you're more intelligent. Forgot about that.
I said I think, don't quote me, I might be completely wrong.
That's this set completely ruined.
Particularly grassy, but he's going to complete the lap anyway. No time remaining, so let's do something quick. Wasn't any faster. 1:17.7 then for F1 Tom in Q2.
So he takes
Nice.
Q2 pole as such.
I'm really surprised no one got my Talladega Nights reference from earlier. I'll let that one slide. F1 Tom, Druids again in the top 3 there, I think. Yeah. Operator, third, Cardinal. They'd lost the pace, but it's Q2. He's going to be starting on a soft. So we've got Druid and Cardinal on the softs. F1 Tom and Operator starting on the ultras. Gumba, Mo, Bob again on the softs. Then Kimmy and Kimmy on the mediums, and free choice for the remaining drivers. Hey Jezza, guess what?
What's that, buddy? Holy moly, everyone! Seth is
Q3.
currently in P1. Now, enjoy it while it lasts, because God bless him, Seth. I didn't say that, but well,
We love
I'm
you,
not going to
Seth.
say it. Let's just enjoy it while Seth's P1, everyone, because that is a sight for sore eyes.
Seth goes out. Along with Davey, Operator. Is that Bob? I think that was Bob. No, it wasn't. It was
Which
Druid.
Bob are we talking about?
Bob flop.
I wonder why he did flop.
Mo leaves. Bob has just left. Almost getting taken out by Mo as he leaves the garage. Dumba on track. Cardinal leaving the pits.
I think Seth will be quite happy here because he's quite far away from other drivers as such. I'm not going to mention any names, but obviously he's just been taken out in... Oh, as I say that, somebody's doing donuts.
Operator.
Maybe practicing for when he wins the race, who knows? That Red Bull is a lovely looking car, I may say so myself.
I think the Toro Rosso is lovelier looking.
Beg to differ.
I beg to stiffer.
Oh, lucky.
Just stiffer suspension. I'm just watching everyone's now rushing out, except from Kimmy and Cardinal, so... Oh no, even Cardinal's gone out for an outlap, so Kimmy, the veteran driver, the veteran released. Yeah, he's had enough fights in the races, yeah. Kimi Räikkönen using his knowledge to sit, wait and watch. Hopefully got
this was going to
a
be
lap
honest.
out.
I just didn't know where you were going with that, to be honest, at the start, but it worked out right in the end.
Yeah, I chose the wrong word by veteran, but I just stuck with it. And there he goes.
Board with Seth at the moment.
I can't see the stream, but just make sure you're including telemetry and updating.
Don't you worry, bro. Got tyres fitted at the moment. Oh, we've got a spinner, and it looks like it's
Kingdom
Gumba.
Baby. Oh no. Oh, it was both of them. And Davey spun as well, by the way.
Oh, and Gumba spins it again.
Druid
Those
sits
tyres
at
are...
117 dead. as the benchmark
Good lap
for
time by him.
Q3. Bob Flop sticks in
Second ahead of everyone else at the moment.
Yeah, a whole second. It's a big gap. See a couple of drivers who I'm sure will be able to shuffle in between. Or maybe in front. There's a couple of Brits there, and you know how good we are at queue jumping.
On board at the moment with SF1 Cardinal. See what he's got on his first lap. Number 99 Force India.
Cardinal 117.3 then. Second position.
F1 Tom about to cross the line. See what he's got.
Oh, he's not far off.
17.7. Most in the pits, and Goomba's just come out again. Oh no, Mo's just come out, so we'll see what these two have got then. I think Vikings going to be first though. Starting this lap now.
It was 119.5, but it was invalidated, so... Oh, he's handling the track at this stage.
Right, so most of them have been in the pits, probably be coming out in a few minutes to set 1 or 2 final lap times, but Kimi Raikkonen, yeah, we should see what pace Kimi's got.
It looks like he's struggling a little bit with...
4th though, 117.8, only a 10th off F1 Tom.
Yeah, he's not far off.
Cardinal's now improved to a 16.5. So, great lap by Cardinal.
Moved on 16.9, so he did improve by about a 10th, but another 4
Still 4 tenths adrift of the pole. Ooh.
Oh,
Kimi has hit the barrier. So that will more than likely be his session over because he's got front wing damage now. Let's see what SF1 Mo's got as he comes around, final few corners. And it's good enough for P6, 118 flat.
So the lap times have been set and it's down to them to improve now. Everyone's within.
It looks like a 2-horse race at the moment because from 3rd place onwards there's a big gap.
Yeah, there's a
1.2 seconds, 3rd to 1st.
Yeah, 1:16.5. Pretty fast lap time. GP3
Operators
at
come
least.
back out. F1 Tom's come back out. Seth's back out. I want to keep an eye on Seth because he hasn't had a chance really to put a lap time in yet. First one was a bit impeded.
I think
He's on it
Kimmy
now.
could make a move on maybe a third or a front row. I did see a lot of mistakes from Kimmy, so it just makes me feel like he could make up a lot of time. Bob the flop,
Final corner
he's
didn't run
sometimes
wide at
pulled
all.
out a lot of.
Too clean really, in fact. Oh, Seth's run wide. And he's backed out of it.
Much good. He's on an outlap for the moment. King Davey is on an outlap. Operators just started the lap, and as he said, Seth coming into final sector. And giving that one away for a new lap. Letting Bob the flop through. We'll go and have a look and see what Bob is on an outlap. I've just remembered. Oh, Tom spun it. Oh, reverse into the barrier. Is there going to be any damage? Shouldn't really be from the rear. No, he's alright, but very clumsy mistakes. He's using too much of the track in the wrong places. Druids are looking to improve. Operator puts it in third with a 1:17.5, so he'd beaten Tom to get ahead for third position. Just another half a second to find really, and he could be in with a chance of challenging the top two, and he can find a lot of time in that final lap. Qualifying if it's
not sure what Tom's doing. Have a look at Tom right now.
Yeah, it's
sat in the pit.
Did you get that on stream?
Yeah.
He's done a lot of noise.
Is anyone behind him?
I can't see. The broadcast wasn't showing me. He's doing a lot of noise stuff.
I don't understand it.
Oh, the flop has pulled over to let Seth through.
Yep, Seth on his lap, but he's on old tyres now, but hopefully he can move himself up a few places. He's not far away from King Davey and Gumba. Mind you, Gumba is on a better lap, and Gumba does have better pace than that, so... Looks like Seth's aborted it. Gumba couldn't improve. Davey can improve. Druids has improved. 16-3. So yeah, it is. It's just Mo left now.
Druid beating Cardinal to the pole position. A storming lap.
Second, but then look at the gap those two have got on everyone else.
Mo's looking a little bit out of line. Yeah, he's too wide and he's out. Pushed that a little bit too hard. That little bit too late. So Druid from Cardinal, from operator Tom is your front 2 rows. Storming lap from Druid with a 1:16.3, 2/10 faster than Cardinal with a 1:16.5. Some very close times from the top 2 there. Midfield's very close together as well, all within that second buffer. It's looking to be an interesting midfield battle at least, and possibly an interesting fight for the win. Crazy board, everyone fairly close together.
Yeah, apart from the top 2, it's pretty evenly spread from 3rd down to, wow, I would say 10th, because Seth didn't have a clean lap in that at all. So
Yeah, we know
he
Seth
definitely
can
has
do
more
better
pace.
as well, yeah. So, definitely got more than half a second in his hands, I'm
Yash just
sure.
told me he didn't get one clean lap that whole time, so
Unlucky Seth.
wait and see for
Unlucky.
race
So we'll
pace
go
wise. That
into...
puts him right in the pit.
Yeah. We'll go
We'll have a
into...
5-minute break now.
that, yeah.
Well, I had to say it, didn't I? I felt like you wanted to say it, it just didn't come out.
I was trying to say it twice. You snake!
So, Lucky, what's happening now then, mate?
I'm eating Rebels. Oh!
Wow, okay.
GP,
What,
yeah,
what my friend
GP3.
here. Well, yeah, right.
5-minute interval.
5-minute
That's
break,
what's happening.
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Lucky. And we should get the race underway with your 2 favourite commentators, myself and Unlucky 13. Unlucky because he lost the last race by pitting.
I'm so lucky. I can't think of the rest of the song. It has been pretty unlucky, if I'm honest, this season for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, Baku, that was a highlight.
For you?
Thank you. And you.
I like to look at
You race
Prix and
engineered
Baku.
somebody to the win.
I've got no place to it. It's interesting, actually, I'm going to do something that you've forgotten. Mr. Admin.
Oh?
I would like to proudly present to our viewers the social media icon buttons. We have 3 of these magnificent virtual digital buttons that you can press on the Twitch page. We've got one for Instagram, we've got one for YouTube, and we've got one for something else.
Why hasn't anyone told me about this?
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. There you go. And there should be a Twitch one there soon as well, unless it's already there. Yep, they are on the Twitch page if you want to find out any information, if you've never heard of us before, if you enjoyed the stream and you want to tell us. And click those buttons, get in touch,
Well,
follow
that's not
us,
going to be happening.
like us. If you want to join us, then you can join a page, message an admin, get a trial in and see if you can race with us. But if not, and you just want to sit and enjoy us chatting absolute nonsense, then feel free to do so. And don't hesitate to follow, subscribe, just show us your love and give us some chat feedback as well. Cheers, sir.
Hello. Nobody
Got
ever
any-
told me about that, so
got
thank
any
you, Lucky.
plugs? Any plugs for SF1?
Plugs. Well, if you'd like to donate, my PayPal is. No, I'm joking. No. Looks like the 5 minutes is about to be up, so we should be underway soon. But as we say,
Performance League. Classic League. Plug.
Performance League on Thursday nights is an absolute showdown, but it's not streamed, thank you, Lucky, so I can't really plug it as such.
Information about us.
It's also full. But classics on Wednesday nights, if anyone's interested. that is still got, I believe, a few seats free. So, if you're interested,
Is
contact myself or another
Classics
admin.
still streamed or not?
Yes, Classics is still streamed Wednesday nights on SF1_official. We have races, I believe, actually, on most evenings. Wednesdays, possibly Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays.
Is Performance full then?
It is at the
It
moment.
is full, but we're not
But I did stream it from my POV on the last one, which is also available to watch. It was quite entertaining, especially
Is there
first
one
few laps.
next week then?
Yep, every Thursday. So next week's the Spa Grand Prix.
So
It's
next
on
week, Performance will be
realistic
streamed
performance.
from SF1, direct from Lucky 13. From me to you. There we go. Sorted.
You offering to stream it, are you?
No, I'm not offering. I've just plugged it. It's being streamed by me. You have no
Apparently
say.
you discussed these things before me, but okay. Lucky will be streaming apparently now. Good luck, Lucky. Did I tell you it's 100% races as well, by the way, buddy?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, just checking. And we have a ready up. We have 2 readies up. We have 3. We have 4. We have 5. We are go. In Hungary.
Almost.
It's go, go, go.
It's a bloody joke. Just a
Right.
review on your life.
Formation lap. 14 drivers in. Jugstar is in. So, what can the championship leader do from the back of the grid?
Back. Oh, yeah.
Catalunya has not started, but
Very interesting. Spanners into the works.
so Druid leads the field round after setting a stunning pole time just ahead of SF1 Cardinal. But those two were in a league of their own in qualifying. Operator in 3rd, F1 Tom in 4th, Kimi Raikkonen in 5th, Bob the Flop, what a name, in 6th. Druid has been disqualified, Operator's been disqualified. That's not going to help them with tyre temperatures, but moving on, SF1 Mo in 7th, SF1 Gumba 8th, King Davey 9th, Seth, the stat man, in 10th, Catalunya in 11th. How is he up in 11th after so many qualifying problems? But anyway,
Blaze
recoil.
disqualified before him.
While Blaze, after being disqualified in 12th, Neglects is down in 13th because he got a penalty. And Jugstar, after connection problems, will start 14th. But with his speed, I'm going to throw it out there. Jugstar from 14th on the grid to the podium. I'm saying it here right now.
You're saying that? Okay. I'm going for this. Jugstar to win.
Wow. Now, we have seen McLaren's win quite a few races, so go for Jugstar.
No, I didn't see McLaren win GP2 last weekend, but I did see Snake.
Because he was so far ahead of you, but anyway. Jugstar will be ahead of the Renault, I can tell you that, because McLaren are always ahead of Renaults. So, they line up on the grid. This would be interesting. Cardinal's got a shot here. These two after being disqualified, will be on old tyres. Not old, so cold tyres. So
what's happened here? Okay,
oh,
one frozen.
Yeah, I got put into lap 1 or 6 or something. But
We
5
go.
red lights are.
I don't know where the lights are, but they're apparently
They're
over
out,
there and they're
apparently.
gone. And it's
Druid's had a nightmare at the start.
Christ. Oh, all over the place. That's 4, 5, 6 drivers now. That's a Haas. Oh, I'm going all the way to the back. You can keep an eye on the front, but that's a Haas, a Mercedes, and that's Mo, Druid, and Jugstar, I think, got through that. Jugstar managed to get through. He's got a lot of wing damage at the front. Jugstar got through. He's up into 11th. King Davey is out. Druid and Mo getting tangled up in that first.
I don't even know where to look here. That was
tangled up.
An unbelievable start. It looked like Druid had wheel spin and then moved to the left onto the grass and lost it.
Yes, indeed. But
he is
who
down
has corrected to
12
first
places.
place. Jezza on Tom.
Yes, well, We'll see if he can stay there, but F1 Tom leads on Cardinal. I'm not sure how Cardinal didn't get first, to be honest, because he would have had a clear view in front of him, but Bob the Flop has moved up into third.
He's going to be happy with that.
Out again.
But he's not going to be quite as happy.
I think Seth's might have got damage. Jugster's definitely got damage. Mo's got damage. Druid's got damage, so they're all going to have to pay.
Mo's got very minimal damage, to be fair. He might not actually need to...
Davey has... Oh, we've got a spinner.
Takes Jugster. Ooh.
What is going on here? Let's...
Into the pits. Kimi Raikkonen. Gumba.
Into the pits. Gumba into the pits. Mo.
Druid into the pits.
So on lap 1, half the field pits due to... I'm not even going to say turn 1 damage. I'm going to say start line damage. But F1 Tom...
Box damage.
Grid box damage, yes. 1 meter of... Oh, Tom's lost it. Do not reverse onto the track.
Don't be silly, Tom. Please don't be silly.
Blaze recoil from the back of the grid with front wing damage has moved up to 4th. 8 places he's gained.
Wow, look at that.
But he has got end plate damage quite clearly on the right hand side.
He's got end plate damage, but...
F1 Tom, I think, has got away with that. He's got no damage, I don't believe. Seth up to 6th. Great start by him. And Catalunya up to 7th. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there by him.
Yeah, his whole lap is a twitch, but let's move on. Neglect.
Oh my god. But Cardinal, and he's just already 6.5, nearly 7 seconds clear of the grid. So you were saying about Jugster going to win the race, weren't you, before this, Lucky?
I was saying that, yeah. Unfortunately, he crashed in his grid box.
I don't think he crashed. I think the whole grid crashed in front of him, and he had no option but to follow suit.
That is a possibility, Jesse. Yeah, but it's not as fun.
Positions gained and lost. Druid down 12 places, so from the start, from pole down to last. Blaze Recoil up 8 places. Bob the Flop up 4. Great start for him. Neglects at 5. But Raikkonen, Gumba, Mo and Druids all losing substantial places there.
Not looking amazing for them, but I think a good thing is
tyres they've gone on to.
The rest of the pack is they're not actually too spread out. It's a couple seconds here and there, but they're still within sight, and it's only lap 3. But
Kimi Raikkonen already with a 3-second time penalty. He's currently 17 seconds behind the main pack after pitting, so it's not unheard of to make that up. Good pace, he's on soft tyres, fresh softs as well. So we'll keep a steady eye on that. It's already down to 6.5. He's already taken half a second out on that sector, so with pace like that...
Yeah, he's definitely not.
SF1 Mo goes for a spin in Hungary.
Jugster's just gained a little bit from that. He's getting ready to make a move on Druid.
Mediums.
Yeah, it's hard to get. You do have to take a couple ups to get them up to temperature. The mediums on this track, there's a little bit longer, especially. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of understeer on that Haas. As you can see,
hits again, and now he's crashed in the pits.
What is happening? I can't see any. I couldn't see any damage. So
let's move on to Cardinal because he is currently 8 seconds now, 8.5 seconds. Every time I say it, it just moves up so much. But ahead of Bob the Flop.
Ridiculous.
Both on softs as well, so they've gone with the right strategy option. It's Operator and Tom who are going to be struggling on those ultras, and Seth. Seth starts on well as well.
Oh, it's a bit of a strange call from Seth actually, but we knew that they were going to struggle if they started on the ultras.
On that curve again, down to 12th now. It's a shame for Gumba.
Jugster's
Seth has got
lucky there.
substantial wing damage as well, and he's staying out. No, he's pitting. He's had enough of it. He's pitting. And Blaze is pitting. And F1 Tom is pitting. So much action, I can't.
So that
keep up with
puts Catalonia up
Into
into the
fourth
fourth
place.
place. Fourth place for Catalonia. Brilliant stuff. It just goes to show anything can happen. You don't give up after qualifying. You crack on.
There's a lot of front wings at the moment being changed. Druid sets a fast lap time, so he's coming back for a charge. And he's got the championship leader, Jugstar, already in 9th now behind them. So these guys who didn't pit, Seth, Recoil, they've lost out big time here. And Blaze has gone into ultra softs as well.
Whoa, that's a very strange. He's going ultra medium, isn't he?
I'll have to keep an eye on that. He's going to be quick at the moment, but it's not the strategy option I would have thought.
No, he just used my strategy.
Right behind Catalonia. Oh! Catalonia runs deep into the corner. Neglects goes straight past him.
The pressure got to him a little bit.
Into the pits already. Some of these strategy options I'm not understanding here, but soft tyres going on.
Yeah, currently only Cardinal and
Front
Bob
wing
really
change.
making sense.
Neglect's now up to 3rd, and I believe he started. Yeah, he started near the back of the grid. He's made 10 places up.
Oh no! Catalonia
Oh, that was close.
Silly dive there. Just about managed to get away with that.
The whole field on lap 6 has pitted apart from the top 4. With SF1 mode pitting twice. That is quite unheard of, to be honest, that early. The whole grid apart from 4 people.
Massively, yeah. Very strange. Catalonia just not able to hold on to Neglects.
No, we're riding on board with the camera shot at the moment on Catalonia, and
he actually shifted down 4 gears for that fast left-hander. He shifted down 1 and got the throttle pinned.
Fortunately, I think it's only a matter of time before that car goes for a lovely spin, but
very close to it, just as you said that. I don't know what setup he's got, but it just looks very hard to drive. A bit unbalanced. Yeah, but it's very, very good of him to get up into 4th position. He's got Tom breathing down his neck though, and he's gaining time at a rate of knots. Just I've said that, it's gone from 2.7 to 2 seconds. Operator close behind as well, but he's not gaining too much on Tom in 6th position there. He's got Kimi behind, who has Druid attacking. He's just under a second behind Kimi there, so watch out for a bit of a fight between those two. Oh, as Kimi goes wide there, a fight could be here right now. He's got to get on the defence for the right-hander up the hill. He doesn't need to. Druid very wise
for track
there.
limits as well.
Yeah, oh, again, yeah, he's definitely going to have got a warning for that at least.
SF1 mode left this. Oh, it's DNF'd somewhere. I mean, seen that a few times, so we'll move
Druid
on.
was looking
Seth
for a gap
12.
there. Great little fight between Kimi and Druid.
Yeah, Druid's the man on the move at the moment. He was on pole. He's obviously got the speed. He just needs to get back up the grid now.
He's just going to be careful, precise about this. It's all well and good being very, very quick, but when you start trying to rush
Kimi's
the pass,
a clean driver,
so
he should know that. We don't see problems on Kimi.
They're both very respectable drivers. Should be no issues here, but he's going to make the move.
I can't remember the last time I ever said Mercedes and Williams fighting so closely.
Opens the DRS. Here we go. He's going to make the move. He's definitely got the over speed. We're going to get down the inside and hit the brakes later. Yeah, but is he too deep? A little bit too deep, and Kimi gets the cutback, but is it going to be enough? Not quite.
No.
Druid's
Druid's
using
around,
that extra
fresher
bit of curve
tyres.
to keep the traction just about gets ahead. Druid up into 7th.
Nice, some fantastic camera shots there, looking
Brilliant.
back from Kimi onto Druid. GG Codemasters.
Catalonia's just been passed there by Operator and goes very wide, and now has both Druid and Kimi Raikkonen breathing down the back of his neck as well as he makes another mistake. This is going to cause him a bit of
Druid
issue
needs
as
to
he
be
sits
careful
right
here.
in the middle of the track. Druid needs to be careful of Kimi Raikkonen as well because he's going to be opportunistic, and that's Jogster just behind them as well. This is a great little fight. 4-car battle now, 6th position. And Jogster is right there. Is Kimi going to be able to make the move? Stick down the inside. He can't quite make it. He's defended from Jogster, but he's down the inside of Catalunya. Just about makes it through. Jogster straight down the inside. That has got to be a penalty for Jogster. That has got to be a penalty for Jogster. Flew down the inside. There must be damage everywhere. Yeah, Jogster damage into the pits. Druid into the pits.
Oh, guys.
That's everyone.
Everyone is currently stranded at the back of the grid with damage still,
the only person
staying out.
that didn't do anything wrong in that situation really was Druid and Catalunya.
Druid just got smacked from behind.
Yeah, Catalunya actually stayed very clean. He just stuck to his line. He didn't do anything silly. It was Jugster really, and Kimi Raikkonen was being all right, but couldn't do anything when Druid sort of stopped in front. But Jugster really shouldn't have thrown it down the inside there. That could have been a catastrophe for 3 or more drivers very easily.
So all that hard work Druid and Jugster have done, they've got to redo all over again.
Yep. It's a shame to see.
The only people that I can say are doing a sterling job right now, SF1 Cardinal doing exactly what he needs. I mean, he's nearly a pit stop ahead already of Bob the Flop, who's done nothing wrong either. He's just minding his own business.
He's almost a pit stop ahead as well of Tom.
F1 Tom has got, how's he got back up ahead? Looking at fastest laps at the moment, Blaze Ricard has the fastest lap in 6th place at the moment. Oh, an Operator up the inside of neglects and takes it.
There you go. I think he's going to be on the hunt now for F1 Tom. And yeah, he definitely is. That time's coming down. As I say that, it just starts going up again. Maybe not. Let's see what happens between the two of them. So there could be a fight for 3rd maybe towards closing stages of this race. Only lap 10 of 35 now. Plenty of time to go.
Oh, Druid's had problems turn 1. Not sure what's gone on there, whether he's got damage. Yeah, he's got another front wing damage. I'm not sure, to be honest, if Mercedes have got any more front wings left, but we'll find out.
I doubt it.
I mean, I think they've been through 5 so far, and he's left the session on track.
That must have been Jugster again. Or maybe just a fight between Jugster. Just grabbing a glass of water.
Yeah, no worries. We're just having a look. So far, Neglect's in the pits for quite a long time. He comes back out on mediums. Other than that, the gaps are pretty substantial to everyone. Seth's only 8 tenths behind Gumba, so there's a bit of a scrap coming up here. These two are both sterling drivers, so there shouldn't be any instances between these two. These two know how to race. Gumba's having a quiet race. He had some start line trouble, but worked his way back up to 6th place at the moment. Solid points. Same with Seth in 7th. Jugster's got past Catalunya again. Mind you, Catalunya is running around with broken front wing. Blazes back into the pits again, so he's putting a fresh set of mediums on. To be honest guys, I have lost count of how many times people have pitted. He's going to come back out in 8th place, just behind the Haas of Neglects. Both on the same strategy now, mediums to the end of the race. Back onto tyres, because still people running many different strategies here. 2 out front still going long in the softs. As it stands, lap 13, Cardinal with a massive lead out front of 25 seconds nearly over Bob the Flop in the Renault in second. Further 10 seconds back, F1 Tom, who's had quite a race at the moment, saw him spin from the lead, but he's back up to third. Operator in fourth, further 8 seconds back, catching slowly. Got Gumba, 16 seconds back from Memlot. He's been on those tyres since lap 2, so he's gone quite a distance. Seth keeping in touch with him with his fuel light going, so he'll have to keep an eye on that near the end of the race. Neglects on mediums, followed by Rico and Jugster, so they're all probably going to the end. And then Kimi Raikkonen, mediums as well, in 11th.
Still into the pits then again.
But Cardinal makes his first pit stop of the race, onto mediums. That should be him seen now. 20 laps on them, easy to do to the end of the race.
Yep,
what
nice
I'm more
and
curious
easily
about
done.
is he comes out ahead of Bob the Flop, but no, Bob the Flop pips as well. Pips? Pits. Oh, 5 second stop-go penalty for speeding the pit lane. That's not what he wants, because Tom was only 7 seconds behind him. And he's having a front wing change. Wow,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
going to
not,
really hurt him.
yeah, that's not what he wanted after such a good start. But he rejoins in 4th place, so obviously the 2 ahead of him have got a pit, so we'll have to keep an eye on now what pace he's got.
Sorry, well, he's only 9 seconds behind Operator, who again is 8 or 9 seconds behind Tom. Like you said, both having to pit. they've got to really post some fast lap times in if they want to be anywhere near the these sort of positions after their pits. If they're going to try and get up to 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, they're going to have to really start putting in some properly
See, I'm not
fast
sure
lap
what
times
Jugstar's
now.
done here. He's just pitted again for ultra softs. Well, he was on mediums. They could have gone to the end.
Yeah, I'm concerned as
Sure.
to what's going on in his head.
Yeah, I could have made up a lot of places, to be honest, just pounding around on the mediums.
Just wants to fight Mercedes all day as he's side by side with. I think that's Tom fighting a back marker, yeah. Tom fighting the back marker of Jugster and losing. There you go.
The Druid's car I've seen in AI mode going round, which doesn't help. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Jugster won't want to lose time being lapped by people, especially when he knows he's got a lot more pace than really.
Yeah, I think he's sort of managed to break away now, but no, that wasn't going to be nice for him at all. Losing some valuable time. I mean, he seems to have kept getting himself into great positions, building a load of lovely time, making some great passes, and then does something silly or makes a mistake, and he's back to square one again at the back. So it's really been an unfortunate race for Jugster, and similarly
Got yellow
for Druid.
flags out. Not sure what they were for.
That is
Jugster's just got
Catalunya
past Catalunya.
blocking on the way into the pits.
And he sets the fastest lap time, just Jugster.
I'm 20.7 race lap time. Catalunya on the pit limiter all the way in the pit entrance. Not just for the line, but for the whole actual pit entrance as well.
Interesting.
That's why he, I think, almost caused that little accident with Druid.
And he's just lost that place to the AI of Druid, which is interesting. Oh, Gumba's into the pits. He makes his one and only pit stop of the race. Off the way.
He's left it quite nice and late, actually.
He's gonna have some
Could
fresh
turn
mediums
out
the
quite
rest of the
nicely
race.
for him, yeah. He's gonna have some good rubber.
I'm more interested to see when these two, F1 Tom and Operator, pit, because will they come out ahead or behind a Bob the Flop? I think Tom will be ahead and Operator will be behind, so Bob's still in a net 3rd place, I reckon, here. Not if he keeps going off like that, though.
I think Bob will manage to stay ahead.
Stay ahead of Tom.
Yeah.
What's he got? He's got 18 seconds plus that 5-second stop go, remember, so that's not going to help him.
Ah, yeah.
But
no, I forgot about the stop go. No, I don't think he's gonna. Nah. It's
mind
gonna
you,
be a bit
there's
too
plenty
much
of
for
time
him.
for others to make mistakes. Blaze Rico is catching up on the back of the Gleps here. They're both on exactly the same strategy. Oh, Jugster, 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his cause. He's on a quick strategy here, and you won't want penalties.
Well, he's probably going to get a penalty anyway for that silly dive on Kimi and Catalunya. But
It's true. I mean, we've seen him quit when he's out front leading, but it's a different story when you're in traffic trying to have a clean race through the pack.
exactly.
Hits for softs, so that's going to be interesting. They will go to the end, but I don't think they'll be in the best life at the end.
No,
What's
they're
that
not
going to be?
they're
That's
not
going to
gonna
be
be
17
amazing,
laps.
Yeah, 80. Yeah, 17.
16 or 7. Quick maths.
No, I can't even do that.
No, okay, it's going to be around 17 laps. We'll go with
I
that
haven't,
one. But
I haven't been able to do maths since year 9.
primary school for me. But still 12 in the race. We've only lost SF1 Mo, DNF'd, and King Davey straight away DNF'd. So, I mean, can't really remember what happened at the start. Who went off? I think Druid went off, but it was quite a big calamity.
It was Jugster, Davey, and some other people. You're welcome.
Quite a few people.
That's right. Oh, and Mo as well. Yeah, Blaze is slowly catching neglects there, little by little. It's got enough time to do it, but it really is little by little. Sector 2, yellow flag.
Neglects has lost it and Rico has hit him.
Oh dear. How is recoil got any damage?
I mean, that was a racing instance really, because Neglects had lost it, but Rico just had nowhere to go. You can't
Recoil's
blame
got
Neglects
damage.
for that, yeah, I think Neglects.
Yeah, Recoil's got major
got away with
damage
it.
on the front
Oh,
end there.
Neglects has got damage as well. The fins are missing on the right hand side.
He's got far less damage than Blaze does though. He's going to be really struggling to get around the track. They've not got much time to Seth either. He's close behind. Oh,
What are you looking at, bud?
Recoil just tried to go into the pits and Neglects hit the back of him, which pushed him out of the pit.
Yeah,
line,
just
into
in
the
that.
pits.
And then Seth sat here behind. Seth wants to take his time here. They've both got damage. They will
Yeah,
not
be careful,
quick.
Seth. Just
Don't get
give it a
damaged,
lap.
Seth, for nothing. If
really
Bob's
consider.
listening, this race engineer, they've both got heavy front wing damage, so it's only a matter of time.
Just pick him off on the corners.
Yeah,
Walk out the corners even, not even.
they're going to have to pit. There's still 15 laps of the race left. It's pointless. No,
There you
and there
go.
goes Seth on recoil.
There's one.
Easily done for him. Now Neglects. 1.5 seconds, but... got yellow flags again. Where's that coming from? My new Trickstar's now 10th. I mean... Oh, Catalonia's out. When's that happened?
About 5-6 laps ago, mate.
Oh, okay. Wow. I was so busy watching the top, I missed that. Druid's obviously not in the race in 11th. He's AI, so everyone else will score points. Trickstar's now up to 9th. All over the back of Kimi. And he's past Kimi. So Trickstar's now up to 8th. I mean, every little point helps for his championship, I guess. And he pits again. 6 laps is pitting again. I don't understand this. So this will be his 3rd pit stop.
No, 4th, surely.
It's just ticked over on 3 on mine. Unless it will update when he leaves the pits. Either way, this is a 1 pit stop race. No, there you go. It's just ticked over to 4. 4 pit stops for Trickster so far. That is crazy in my eyes, but it's back out on softs then.
I think he's just.
And they use softs as well. They use softs as well. We've already got a lap on them.
Well, that's some very interesting
operators in the pits.
Jugster.
So Bob the Flop back up to 2nd. How's F1 Tom 30 seconds now behind? I'm losing so track of this. It's just all over the place. F1 Tom was 2nd.
Wait, now he's only
30
4 seconds behind.
Right, okay.
Tom's only 5 seconds behind now. Or 4? No, 2? No, 4. Okay,
Right,
no,
okay,
my
so
whole
4 seconds behind operator.
Oh my goodness, what's
I mean,
going
to
on?
be fair, at the moment, SF1 Cardinal is just 45 seconds ahead of everyone. He's just thoroughly deserves this one. Raikkonen past Neglects as Neglects pits again. Front wing damage obviously due to contact with recoil. And now he's serving his 5 seconds stop go as well. Ah, Seth pits again. Front wing. What's happened to Seth?
He's got some damage
I'll
from
tell you
somewhere.
what, this has been the hardest game for me to keep up with.
It's been a very
Race, I
scrappy
should say.
race. It's been a very messy race.
Raikkonen 10.
Can't take that away from it. It's been very messy, unfortunately. Thank you to viewers that are still with us.
We're trying to keep you updated. It's quite hard to follow ourselves as the moment we have. Listen to this, Seth. So it's supposed to be a 1 pit stop race for everyone. Druid 4, Seth 3, Blaze 3, Neglect 2, Drigster 4, everyone else 2 apart from the top 2 on 1. So,
bearing in mind there was at least 7 drivers that were on for an optimum 1-stop race.
it's been 31 pit stops so far this race, ladies and gentlemen, out of the 14 drivers. 31 pit stops. So, I'm actually feeling a bit sorry for the pit crew here because they're going to need a bloody long break after this one.
Yeah, they deserve something. I don't know where I was going with that.
I was just going to let you roll with it, but
they do deserve something. Pat on the back. Venison steak. Maybe a lobster thermidor. Big lock up from Jugster, who's sitting in 6th. Just ridiculously lucky. I think Blaze recoil has just pit again as well. No, maybe it's not. Blaze and Neglect having a very nice fight here. As I say that, they collide and off goes Neglect into the barrier. Again, so that's going to be a front wing and another pit to your tally.
pit stop. That'd be a 32nd pit stop and the 5th for him. 5th pit stop. And he's just straight lined that chicane like it wasn't even there.
Don't be his
But
third
as a result
pit
of
stop.
that, Seth moves up a place, so whoop whoop, Seth moves up. Jugster's up to 6th now. 4 pit stops up to 6th. That just shows, like, if you did that in GP2, 4 pit stops around here, or GP1, you'd be back of the grid. Game over. No way would you make that up.
No, he has been very lucky though. Very, very, very lucky. And he has caused 2 out of the 5 incidents.
Glex, 5 second stop go. Oh, okay, he's retired. He's just crashed into the pit lane. Right. Then there were 9. Druid doesn't count, ladies and gentlemen. He's ghosted.
He's ghosted. He sounded like a toddler telling on someone to their parents. Druid ghosted.
I mean, at the moment, we've got a league of 2 races in here because everyone from Gumba upwards is 40 seconds ahead of Jugster 6th downwards. If you can keep up with that. It's about a 3 pit stop difference between a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm surprised
I mean,
no one's been lapped.
Yeah, I mean, in my podium predictions, I can honestly say those weren't the top 3 I had. I had literally Jugster, Druid. Who's my other one that I thought? I think.
Oh no, the people have
I
been
remember it
lapped
for a
long.
second. Blaze Recoil makes his next pit stop. That'll be the 33rd of this race. And also his 4th. That's crazy.
So if you were looking
12.
at this race statistically, it looks like a 3 to 4 stop race is the preferred option.
Yes, that's very true. So anyone in GP2 or GP1 watching a 16 pit stop race, so pit every lap pretty much, you'll get some solid points. You'll have a lot of fresh tyres. We're finding out a few corners though, really catching the drivers out. That horrible curve in sector 2, Hungarian curve, where just the corner after where Massa had that spring crash, long right-hander. That seems to be
Yeah.
a lot of the drivers out. Might be an interesting scrap for the podium. Operator 4 seconds behind Bob the Flop with a further 6 seconds to F1 Tom. Not sure how much pace these guys have got, whether they can catch them.
What if F1 Tom can catch Bob?
F1 Tom or Operator can catch it to the back of Bob, yeah. So Operator has got good pace, but he's starting to fall back a bit here, I feel. I mean, Cardinals had the race that we all want, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, massively.
50 seconds ahead. I mean, he's going to lap the whole field at this rate.
Operator is gaining, but slowly. I'd say about 3/10 a lap, roughly.
So, Cardinals lapped everyone up to 5th place at the moment, and once he gets past, or up to 5th I should say, it's pretty quickly going to have 5th and 4th. See how interested F1 Tom is to let the leader through, that'll be interesting. But
yeah, just love to see when that happens.
7 laps to go.
So the closest gap we have is actually Seth to Kimi. So Bob, tell Seth to hurry up so we can have some fighting before the end of the race.
What tyres are
To be fair,
those
he
two
is
on as well?
catching
Oh, they're both on
pretty damn
mediums.
quickly as well. He's just closed about 7/10 to a second in about a corner or two. He's just gone from 3.5 seconds to 1.9 seconds, so he is doing something.
Riding on boredom at the moment, and it's looking very clean and tidy.
He's in the zone, is Seth.
Oh, Kimi's off. Kimi's off, and Seth will be right on the back of him now.
Seth's right behind him now, look at that.
Yeah, Kimi's tyres have got a lot of gravel on them. Oh, and he's off again.
Oh, there goes Kimi again. He's just not getting enough time to get all the mess off his tyres.
Who's this coming through now? Is this Operator being... I'm trying to lap
is
through the
that
pack.
is Operator, yeah, that's 3rd place of Operator, trying to get through.
That's the one thing when you're trying to lap cars that are fighting. They don't always see you, so it's quite hard to get through, and he's lost a lot of time, to be fair. That's gone from 4.7 to 5.3. Look at this. Seth and Kimi still fighting on. Seth's got a fuel light still, whereas Kimi doesn't. Oh, Seth's off.
Seth wide.
And
Seth
Kimi
wide.
retakes it.
Oh, Kimi comes back, and he's going to have nice and he's
Now
gonna
we're
have
getting some fighting.
cleaner tyres, yeah. Seth's
You've all
got
waited 30 laps to see some clean racing. Here you are, lads.
yeah, we just got to hold 2 corners of it. I'd like to see some more by the looks of it. Seth's got the pace, but he just made that fatal mistake and gone. Kimi's still on the back with the Operator. Tom is going to struggle to get past those back markers if they're fighting when he gets gets up to them. That could be awkward. What Seth wants to do is let Thingy pass right now. Put your foot down now. Tuck in right behind him, and as soon as
follow him through.
Yeah, as soon as Kimmy lets off to let him through, just follow and don't hit them. Don't hit them, Seth.
No.
As soon as
That's lost a lot of time
Kimmy
though, isn't
lets
it?
off.
4 seconds behind Kimmy now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the usual amount that you lose when you let someone through. It's only normally a few tenths. Let them through on a straight line and just tuck in, like you say, straight behind them.
Yeah, that's true. He did pick up a lot of dirt twice though on his tyres, so
Yeah, could have taken a lap to get rid of that.
He's not close enough now to take advantage of the blue flags either.
To be fair, through all of Jugster's misdemeanors, he's now 30 seconds clear of Kimmy, so he probably won't be losing any places with penalties. That's a lot of penalties he'll have to pick up. Over half a minute's worth of penalties to lose anything.
So. I was thinking more points on his license from the stewards.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, Seth's not even close enough to take advantage of the blue flag situation between Kimmy and Tom either now, so...
Yeah, that's true.
It's got a little bit toot up.
Cardinals now got a 51 second lead. I mean, that is dominance, if you say it.
Certainly a very, very impressive show.
Fully deserved. I mean, no mistake.
Oh, who's that off?
Oh,
that's
Bob the Flop.
That's Bob. Gone.
And he's got big damage to the front wing, and he's off again.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So Tom, F1
right
Tom,
down.
moves up into podium position, 3rd place. Bob's going to have to try and limp home.
Tom's now only 4.6 seconds behind operator. Who's... Bob the Flop needs to let Seth go. He's got massive damage. Seth's really now...
Bob has massive damage. Pass him.
He's pitching now, but Seth was only 2 seconds. Now he's back up to nearly 4.
Yeah, Bob really shouldn't have defended so aggressively with such damage.
Yeah,
it's not particularly fair. Especially considering Seth was a back marker to him anyway. Wasn't going to lose any places or time.
But, I mean, he'll come out in 5th, so it's still good points, because Jugster's still 38 seconds behind him, so...
Yeah.
Yellows again.
Gumba
These marshals,
suddenly
they're
only
yellow
4
flags.
seconds behind Tom.
Now that would be a fight.
Suddenly
only
only 3.5 seconds behind Tom.
Come on, Gumba. Let's
Suddenly
see
only
what
3 seconds behind Tom.
What's happening to Tom?
Tom tried to pass the back marker, went on the grass and lost tyre temperature.
This will give confidence to Gumba because he has had a solid race. I mean, he got took out in the first lap. No fault of his own. He just got caught up.
Come on, Gumba. Come on, Gumba.
Malarkey.
That would be an awesome show to finally see Gumba on the podium. Celebrating as he should. Come on, Gumba.
Podium this year?
I don't think he has, no.
That is a surprise.
If you're watching, hashtag Go Gumba.
I was going to say go Gumba. GG.
Let's
go Gumba.
Let's get the hashtag trending.
Wow, wouldn't that be a race for forcing you both of them on the podium?
Yeah, that would be brilliant. It was nice to see Bob on the podium, but unfortunately the fellow Renault driver was disappointed. You're fired.
As the Renault drivers seem to do in league races. But let's move on.
Especially when racing against snakes. But let's move on. Let's move on.
Snake. Should we do that on stream? Slippery snake.
You might get copyright strike, mate. Gumba 2.7
I might become
seconds
famous.
behind. He's running out of time. Raikkonen's retired.
Raikkonen.
Seth moves up to 7th.
Where's that happened? Because don't tell me he's crashed. I can't.
And it's safety car. Safety car out on.
Oh my
No,
word!
that
I
would
actually
be
thought it was done. I was
awkward.
looking for the. I was like, where? I'm looking.
That would have been horrendous. No, Gumba's lost all that time again. Back to 3.4.
Yeah, it's going to be up to penalties because F1 Tom, remember, has a stop-go penalty of 5 seconds.
That is true. Yes. That's true.
Does Gumba?
Let's
I haven't
have a
seen
look.
Gumba come
I'm
up with
just
any
looking.
penalties.
Gumba has 1 penalty.
Ooh.
Tom has nothing.
Really?
He's not even got a warning. Oh, he's got 1 warning on the first lap.
Okay, well, respect there then. This is a hard track not to get penalties on.
Very hard track. Or maybe his loudmouth is actually representing something.
Hashtag no comment. Let's move on. Cardinal ahead of operator, now nearly 1 minute ahead of second place. How many places he moved up as well? That's going to be interesting. Position change. He only moved up 1 place, but in my view, he's got to be driver of the day. In my view, I mean, what a performance, and he's won. SF1 Cardinal takes the checkered flag a full minute nearly ahead of anyone else.
I can't
That
give it to
is
Cardinal.
Pure dominance. Who would you give it to then?
I agree that Cardinal has driven an amazing race. I agree he's well deserved of that victory. But I like to give my driver on the day to...
Yeah, too. I
Tom.
don't understand.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but yeah. He's yo-yoed so much. He's been up and down, but he's just stuck at it. He's made a handful of mistakes, but unlike everyone else
This will be the
who
last
just quit,
GP3
or the
operator across the line in
crashed.
second, 1.1 minutes behind Cardinal. That is
Did
a full
persevere.
1.1 minute. Tom takes third, Gumba takes fourth, and obviously then we're into the lapped cars. Bob the Flop fifth, Jigs to sixth, Seth seventh, and eighth was somebody. Somebody was eighth.
There was someone in 8th, yes.
And then ninth didn't count. But congratulations to SF1 Cardinal for a dominant victory. Is the operator Irish then, is he? The Irish flag?
Maybe.
Didn't know that. No
Yes.
penalties for
Oh.
Cardinal either.
Very,
Fastest
very
lap in the end went to Jugstar on 20.1.
Jugster.
We had a
Yeah,
solid
fair
lap,
enough.
14th to 6th. That was a good race by him.
It was a very good race from him. It was also a lucky race from him. we'll say no more. We'll let the stewards see what they have to say. There was a lot of short-term good fighting there, but just seemed to fall apart a little bit after a few too many corners. It just got a little bit too aggressive and it just fell apart a bit. But there was some good racing, and we've now got the top 3 in for podium questions.
We're still waiting for Cardinal. I've just invited him again. We'll see if he joins us.
How can you be so fast yet so slow?
But oh no, he's in. You lads can all make sure that your audio is included, and
please turn down
we'll
the stream in the
start
background.
with SF1 Cardinal. If you talk us through your race, it looked like you pretty much had a fun but boring one, but in the end, finishing 1.1 minutes ahead of anyone else, it looked like you pretty much ran away with that one. Tell us about how it went for you.
Yeah, that was just pure gas down, head down and go, because I knew Jugster joined late, so this was my opportunity. This time I started something new with my start. I started with a full lock differential. I wanted to make sure I stayed out in front. I just tweaked that off, and then, Tom spun in front of me, and I just put my head down and just kept going. That was the strategy.
And I mean, with Jugster finishing 6th provisionally, because he was involved in quite a few incidences, that's some solid points you gained there as well.
Right. Yeah, it was great. I'm, drenched, man. I was driving hard.
No, man, that was a genuinely dominant performance by you, so congratulations there.
Thank you.
Anything lucky you want to add to that?
No, well done, mate. I can't really add much more. It's difficult when you've got such a dominant race to sort of make much of the questions, but yeah, no, just well done, mate. Brilliant drive.
No
Well
problem.
deserved.
Thank you.
Moving on to second place, operator. Eventful, it must be said, because at one point you're in 5th, then you're in 4th, back up to 2nd. Tell us about how your race went from your view.
It was good. I had an unlucky start. I clipped my wing at the start in the first lap, so I upped my first stint. A bit of damage in the front wing, so I just tried to hold the pace. So that's what dropped me down to 5th, was changing the wing for my first stint. It was a catch-up game after that. I just tried to keep the head down, made a few mistakes. Lucky enough, Bob, who was it? Bob, I think, gifted me 2nd place when he spun out there a few laps from the end.
Yeah, we did see, I think it was that Hungarian curb in half sector 1. He just lost it and seemed to give himself some front wing damage there. But in the end, still well-deserved 2nd place, and many needed points really as well, because
absolutely,
you were moving up the tables there with that one.
Yeah, it's my first competitive race in 4 months, so I'm chuffed to be in the top 3, to be honest.
All right.
No, congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much.
And moving on to F1 Tom, again, eventful race for you, because you were up and down, but happy with 3rd in the end?
Yeah, could have had a lot. I should have had a lot better than that. I had a total of, I think it was about 3 slip and slides down the one certain straight, cut across the grass twice due to it, and I had 3 spins on the same corner because the tyre wear was getting me and I was going too tight. Gave 2 opportunities to them lot.
We saw that one in the first couple of laps when you were leading, because obviously there was carnage on the start. You must have been pretty happy when you saw yourself in 1st, but then obviously
I was well
the spin, you looked like you got away with it in the end because you had no damage, I believe. You just managed to keep it out the barrier.
Yeah, I got lucky with that. But the second time around, I destroyed my wing, so
yeah, that sort of hindered you there. But
no, I was happy with
the
Bob the Flop.
15 points.
Oh yeah, Bob the Flop helped me out there having this incident. I got my place back.
Very close there at the end with Gumba getting a little bit close to you at the end. Did you have that under control, or?
Yeah, I was happy. He had a time penalty,
so
it kept me plenty of time.
It's really good for you. I think it was just you and Cardinal that did the whole race with no penalties at all, which was really, really good. I think you got literally 1 warning on the first lap, which was really, really good.
Yeah,
going. It's pretty hard.
Very proud of that. Very proud of that.
Penalties. Yeah, well done,
So
mate.
I never get away with that.
It is a difficult track to stay clean on, to be fair. But well done
Well,
to
congratulations
everyone.
to the top 3.
Yeah, well done, guys.
And obviously we only had 9 finishes, so everyone who managed to stay in got the points they deserved. So another GP3 race done, and we will see you out next time for what's the next track, Lucky? Sorry,
It's
you're on
a
the spot there,
trap.
I can't
I
remember.
don't know.
Spa.
But I don't know.
Belgium.
Spa?
Belgium.
Spa.
Spa.
Belgium.
Spa.
We'll see you
Wonderful.
next
Oh,
Friday
yeah.
for Spa.
We'll see them tomorrow.
So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.